All right, this is video Inalienable rights. First question is, according to Michael Sandel in the video, unalienable means it is not our right to alienate them. It is...
It's the idea that our natural rights are unalienable. What does unalienable mean? It's not for us to alienate them or to give them up, to give them away, to trade them away, to sell them.
Okay, so it is not our right to give them up. So no matter what, they're yours. You can't get rid of them. You can't give them away. All right, next question is, true or false? In the video, Michael Sandel states, for a right to be unalienable, it makes it more deeply, more profoundly mine.
Consider an airline ticket. Airline tickets are non-transferable, or tickets to the Patriots or to the Red Sox. Non-transferable tickets are unalienable. I own them in the limited sense that I can use them for myself, but I can't trade them away. So in one sense, an unalienable right, a non-transferable right, makes something I own less fully mine. But in another sense of unalienable rights, especially where we're thinking about life, liberty, and property, for a right to be unalienable makes it more deeply, more profoundly mine. And that's Locke's sense.
All right, so this is true. So on one hand, it would be, in a sense, more yours if you could sell it or give it away, because it belongs to you, but it also belonging to you means it's kind of attached to you. So you can't, I'd say like your hand or your eye. I guess you could technically try and sell them on some kind of weird black market sense. But in a sense, that is, it belongs to you. All right. Which founding father edited Locke to say the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? I've said this a couple times now, but I've said it kind of offhandedly.
Of unalienable. We see it in the American Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson drew on this idea of Locke. Unalienable rights to life, liberty, and as Jefferson amended Locke, to the pursuit of happiness. Unalienable rights.
So Thomas Jefferson is number 3. All right, I'm going to end up letting that video finish, but the next one's going to be, according to the Locke video, then Enlightenment chose blank over faith and blank over religion.
Rights that are so essentially mine that even I can't trade them away or give them up.
So in the last video, we talked about the divine right of kings and how King Charles II came after or succeeded his father because people believed he was born to be king and got his power from God. Now we're going to talk about how one philosopher in particular thought this might not be the case, and you might be able to see how he's impacted the development of many of the forms of government we have in the world today. From around the mid-1600s to the late 1700s, there was a big push in Europe that began to emphasize reason over faith and science over religion. This was called the Enlightenment.
All right, so we have reason over faith and science over religion, in the sense of what wins out when we look at like a fact. So something moving because of gravity versus angels pushing it. In a sense, the science will win over the concept of angels pushing the planets and stars and whatever, right? According to the Locke video, Tabula Rasa means blank blank. It ruined the idea that God granted divine right to monarchs.
And it was actually fueled primarily by coffee. But Mr. C.D.P. Gray does a great job covering that, so we'll move along. John Locke was an English philosopher born in 1632, so he was a young adult around the time the Enlightenment really started to get going. In his essay concerning human understanding, written in 1690, Locke proposed that everyone begins life as a white paper void of all characters, and that experiences are what makes us who we are today. This was known as the blank slate or tabula rasa theory.
All right. So I know I must have been very cranky the day that I made this. Because it looks like I put in paper for a reason into the answer choices. But over here, blank slate or tabula rasa is the actual translation. So you'll see in this example how I have blank paper, clean paper. So it could be somewhat confusing, maybe. It was, but then again, I know that I separated the videos from the chapters, so I'm pretty positive I must have been irritated. All right. According to the Locke video, the 3 inalienable rights were, and now we've said this a couple times, so it should start sinking in.
And it completely went against the idea of divine right of kings. If everyone's the same when they're born, then God could not have given certain people the right to be king. Locke even went a step further and said that because we were all born the same with a tabula rasa, we must have certain inalienable or permanent rights. According to him, these were life, liberty, and possession or property. Does this sound...
All right. So we have life, liberty, and property. All right. I did put in here life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Again, I was probably cranky. All right, I'm gonna let this finish, and you guys can go ahead and submit.
Sound familiar at all? Of course it does. It's written in our Declaration of Independence, but that's a different video altogether. In another of his books, Two Treatises on Government, Locke proposed that a government has 2 main jobs: creating laws, or legislation, and enforcing the law, or execution. He argued that if one person or group of people are doing both of these jobs, they're going to either A, mess it up, or B, trample on some of those inalienable rights we talked about earlier. This separation of powers should also sound familiar, since it's, the entire basis of the government of the United States. But again, that's a video for another time. The main things to remember about John Locke are his tabula rasa, or blank slate theory, that disproved the divine right of kings, his idea of inalienable right of life, liberty, and property, and the importance of separating different branches of government. Okay, now it's time for some discussion questions. Number 1, could absolute
Nope.
monarchies...
It's not. All right, that's it.